Welcome to this. This is a special edition of Wrestlemania 32 Talk. It's a new series. We're heading into WrestleMania. Not only are you going to get Daily Dirt every single day on this show, on this platform, on this podcast, but we're going to be giving you WrestleMania Talk, which is where your boy LK here from ProWrestling.me and KocoSports.net will be giving you the latest rumors, thoughts, storylines, predictions, previews, you name it, we'll have it here on the VIP section here at LK VIP. This is a special free video podcast out there on this LK VIP YouTube channel, so everyone in this whole planet will be able to see it. Also, I'm going to be putting this over on KocoSports.net and ProWrestling.me's YouTube channel. So if you're listening to this over there, please subscribe to LKVIP. You get content like this every single damn day of the week, minus Saturday. Saturday's my time off because I actually work, during the week and actually want to have time off, to spend time with family and spend time with my girlfriend. But I digress. WrestleMania 32 Talk. Today, I'm going to be talking mainly about Roman Reigns versus Triple H and how we've got ourselves with a dilemma. And what will be the main event of WrestleMania 32? So put in the comments below right now, what will be the main event of WrestleMania 32? Do we close with the traditional championship match? I mean, I can just picture people going ballistic and losing their minds, and it would be quite a mind-blowing affair of events to have the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the World Championship of your company, not main event, the biggest show of the year. But in the end of the day, the company that will be holding that World Championship, that will be the main event with Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. But before we get down to the dialistics and things like that, we've got to look ourselves in the mirror, and this being WWE, and think, what have they done? Because all three main events, I think, in my opinion, we have three main events. We have Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar street fight, because even though it's not really been billed as one, because the build-up, in my opinion, has been absolutely atrocious. People have been thinking there's been a good build-up for this, but in my opinion, it's been ludicrous, mediocre at best. Okay, it's cool seeing Mick Foley. Okay, it's cool seeing Chainsaw Charlie - Terry Funk. Okay, that's all great. But what's it done to the program? What's it done to the story? What's that done to enhance the story of Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose? Right now, the story is that Dean Ambrose is a lunatic. Okay, they've done a good job at portraying that as his character now for the first time in donkey's years. Usually you just see Dean Ambrose hit a suicide dive for apparent reason. That makes him a lunatic. But his character's really developed and it's really getting good. I'm a fan of Dean Ambrose's character. In my opinion, though, with Dean Ambrose, I think there's always going to be this glass ceiling that things could be very difficult for him to break unless he gets that Daniel Bryan reception. Unless the guy is over. I'm not going to deny that the guy is over, okay? He gets some of the loudest pops of the night. But he outsold merch for Cena last year, and they just won't pull the trigger. In my opinion, he's just not a Vince McMahon guy. Just imagine being Vince McMahon for a minute. And this is Vince McMahon, who's been running the rest WWE for 35 years at least. And you look at him and you're thinking, he's not going to push Dean Ambrose. He's going to be a main eventer. He's going to be lingering and lollygagging around the main event scene. Maybe he's going to hold some IC titles. Maybe he's going to hold a US title. Maybe he's going to hold a tag title. Heck, he may even become WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But will he really be the guy? Was Daniel Bryan really the guy, or was he just the guy that the crowd loved? I never really felt that he was the guy. I never really felt that. I always felt that, he was a main eventer. He was an A-plus player, as they like to use. But he just wasn't labeled the guy. He wasn't a John Cena. Now, the reason why Stone Cold Steve Austin was such a great, great, great superstar was because it just happened so naturally. It wasn't let's push him down your throat, let's book him as a megastar that will be impossible to overwrite. It's not. He was built. The crowd enjoyed it, and that's how it worked. The crowd made him a star. You can book people say you can't book a superstar. That's true. The superstar, because they're talented, will become a superstar. Roman Reigns, if you put Seth Rollins, if you put Dean Ambrose, if you put anyone, if you put Cesaro in the spot that Roman Reigns has been given, and you tell them, you give them the same push, you have them interact with Vince McMahon, you have them interact with Triple H, you give them matches with Brock Lesnar, do you honestly think that they would be getting booed right now? No. But imagine this, okay? So Roman Reigns has been booked like Daniel Bryan, okay? Like this absolute megastar, the big underdog. If Daniel Bryan was booked like Roman Reigns, would Daniel Bryan be a main eventer right now? Yes. Do you know why? Because he's talented. He connects with the audience. Roman Reigns, I'm not going to deny it, the guy is over. Okay, the guy is over. But it's this polarizing figure that the WWE likes to represent. They're huge fans of, because the commentators always say this, the W Universe, they come here and they can cheer what they want. That's what's great about the W Universe. That's what's great about the W fan base. But in the same time, I respect the fact, and this is me honestly, I respect the fact that they've stuck the course, they're going with Reigns. But is there a time where you just know, okay, it's not going to happen? It's just not going to work. Let's change plans. Let's have Roman Reigns turn heel. Then let's try it again next year. If I'm Vince, I'm turning Reigns heel in this main event of WrestleMania. There's no way around this. And, you can even do little tweaks like on the following night on Raw, like, guys, I don't know what you're booing me for. This has been obviously brewing for the past months. I don't even come down the entranceway of you guys anymore because I gave my heart to you guys. And what did you do? You spat it in my face, you sons of bitches. You could go good storyline. And also you could do a double switch in the main event. But it won't be the main event. Shane versus Taker will be the main event because I can picture Roman Reigns leaving world champion. And if they do this double switch, this should main event the show. If they don't do the double switch and it's just Roman Reigns versus Triple H, Roman Reigns gets the win, and then Roman Reigns gets booed out of the building, that shouldn't be your main event. Because, as I said on Daily Dirt yesterday, so VIP members, you'll know what I'm talking about. I said that the Q1 figures will be astronomical. They're going to be incredible. Okay, they're going to be through the roof because of this free WrestleMania gimmick that they've been going on. That's going to do great numbers. I'm not lying to you. It's going to do phenomenal numbers. But Q2, because the casual viewers are going to be subscribed, they're going to check out WrestleMania, and then that's going to be it. Okay, they're going to check WrestleMania, then they're going to unsubscribe. So the night after WrestleMania, you need to hit that reset button and push that reset button down so damn hard. Once you do that, in my opinion, what they need to do is from that, they need to boost Extreme Rules to be one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. You may think I'm ludicrous, you may think I'm an imbecilic sack of shit, but Extreme Rules, in my opinion, is the biggest pay-per-view of the year because they want to keep subscribers who paid for WrestleMania. Then the night after WrestleMania, they watch Raw because everyone watches the night of WrestleMania after Raw. It's just a thing to do because they want to see the after fact and the backlash for everything that happened at WrestleMania. If that show is great, if the stories heading after that are great, then people are going to be thinking, okay, I'm going to keep my subscription because I want to see Extreme Rules. Then I'll just gradually keep that subscription because what's going to happen is, and I tell you this now, Q2, this is what's going to happen. They're going to have the big numbers on Q1 because WrestleMania, because they're doing this free month. Then Q2 in June, there's going to be so many unsubscribers because people are unsubscribing because they just subscribed from WrestleMania. Shareholders will take their shares away. The rate per share will go down. Business will go down. WWE will lose millions and millions of dollars. I swear to you and I promise to you, when we come here for Daily Dirt, because we do Daily Dirt every day minus Saturday minus Monday, every single day, and we talk about TV ratings, we talk about business because I'm a fan of the business aspect of the wrestling business. I really am a huge advocate for that. I'm a big fan because I did it in sixth form and I got my 3 A-star A-levels in it. So I kind of know what I'm talking. I don't want to sound like that guy, but I know what I'm talking about when it comes to business. And looking at it, it's so blue-eyed. It's so clear in the face that Q2 is going to be ridiculous. The numbers are going to be shite. And I tell you what, it's a scary sight. So what they need to do is they need to hit that reset button on Monday. They need to produce some storylines that at Extreme Rules, people are going to willing to subscribe to the network and stay subscribed. The WWE no longer have to try and get subscribers because this WrestleMania is free. They're going to get stupid amount. They need to retain them and they need to keep them as fucking good as possible. It's so important. Extreme Rules is so damn important, and I think it's going to be incredible. And I honestly think the build to Extreme Rules is going to be better than the build to WrestleMania 32 because they realize this. And I think WWE needs to pull their finger out. It's a really huge opportunity for the WWE to make a lot of money with this free WrestleMania. Because I was thinking the other night, why are they giving this free WrestleMania out? And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to give the free WrestleMania out. They're either hoping for two things. A, they're hoping people forget to unsubscribe, or B, they're going to make storylines heading to Extreme Rules so good that it's not possible for them to unsubscribe. But to put the possibility of WWE making it so good that they don't unsubscribe, there's more chance of the Pope walking through that door right now and jerking me off. actually the Pope's a famous pedophile. There is a possibility the Pope could come through that door right now and molest me, but I digress. So that's my opinion, and that's what I take out of it. Let's get down to Roman Reigns Triple H as an actual match. You know, one thing I've liked about Triple H's matches, one on Raw against Dolph Ziggler, one on Ambrose at the Roadblock event, I like the pacing. I like the methodical style. I enjoyed the psychology. I preferred his match of Ambrose because it was a lot slower. But in my opinion, the match of Roman Reigns already has a bump in it. If you remember Dean Ambrose, when he did the table bump, he then crawled back in, Triple H, kick, pedigree. 1, 2, 3. On Monday Night Raw, Triple H and Dean Ambrose, what should have happened is Dolph Ziggler should have crawled in the ropes, Triple H kick, pedigree, 1, 2, 3. Imagine that. Then at WrestleMania, they go for an outside spot. Triple H pedigrees Roman Reigns through the table. Triple H goes back into the ring trying to get the count out. Roman Reigns gets back in the ring at 9. Triple H kick, pedigree. Now, if they did the spot on Monday, last Monday, where Triple H won via the kick pedigree after Ziggler's on the outside counting out like they did with Dean Ambrose at Roadblock, that's a great near fall that could create a pop, which in hind maybe, you know, might get, you know, the Roman Reigns fans a bit hyped, and fingers crossed might get him. Oh, it won't get him over, but there's more chance the crowd, you know, saying, oh, you know what, that's great storytelling. Look at him. He's got heart. He's got heart. The underdog has got heart. But I think it's too little too late. I think they have to do the bait and switch. They have to have Triple H come out babyface. They have to have Roman Reigns come out heel. They just have to do it, for crying out loud. There's no way around it. I physically, mentally cannot see a way around it so that they leave WrestleMania with the crowd happy. Unless, you know, they just go with it. They say, fuck it, we're in too deep. Let's just have Roman Reigns win the World Heavyweight Championship. Let's have the crowd boo, but we're going to protect the integrity of WrestleMania, not have the crowd booing the end of the show. Because there's a difference between booing a heel because the heel is just that damn good, and then there's a difference between booing because you think the writers and you think the creative and you think the Vince McMahon is an absolute imbecile. That's just my prerogative. Thank you at Devo D Live for liking us on the Twitter machine. Because obviously this is going out to everyone here on the LKVIP. If you listen to this show and you are enjoying it and you want more, you want my opinion on all of the world of pro wrestling's news, I do Daily Dirt every single day minus Saturday and minus Monday. I did a Ring of Honor review last night. Impact review is coming tonight. I'll be doing a free review with Boom Boom from KocoSports.net and ProWrestling.me on the KocoSports ProWrestling.me YouTube channel, which I'm a staff member for. That'll be free for everyone tonight. That'll be NXT review 1 hour after it airs. But I digress. Let's move on to Shane McMahon and Taker. Now, this is very confusing to me because as a fan, you know, it's great seeing Shane McMahon back. And I think the match will be great. I think it's going to be an overbooked clusterfuck. But when WWE overbooks, it tends to be good. Like, I enjoy it because when something's overbooked, it means it could stem off into so many different storylines. Like, for instance, last week's episode of Impact Wrestling, you had Eric Young and Bram coming out. You had Mike Bennett come out. You had the two fucking jabrones. You had Tyrus and Spud. They all came out. I like that because you can stem it off into so many different stories. You could do Matt Hardy versus Spud and Tyrus for not, you know, helping him. You could do Matt Hardy versus Mike Bennett. You could do Mike Bennett versus EC3. You could do Mike Bennett versus Drew Galloway. You can stem it off into so many different storylines, and it's going to keep you hooked to watch week after week. And WWE has this thing where they don't promote anything anymore. They just present it. And I've been saying this for at least 3 to 4 months now. It's a real pain in the ass to watch because I'm sat there thinking, jolly gosh, you know, we got some great stories. But once the stories are over, and WWE for some reason likes to have stories drag and have rematch after rematch after rematch. How many times did we see from January to February? How many times did we see Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens? From January to December of last year, how many times did we see Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose? The proof is in the pudding. I'm looking at facts and statistics here. WWE just continues to make fucking rematch after rematch after rematch after rematch, and they always do it. Because they don't book anything. There's never any runnings. There's never any costing of anything. Because of that, it's just stale and stagnant and boring and dull. And this week's edition of Monday Night Raw, was there a run-in? Was there anyone costing anyone a match? I think during the AJ and Jericho, Jericho cost AJ the match with Kevin Owens, but they did that to protect Kevin Owens, and by gosh, they actually protected Kevin Owens. But anyway, and what I think they need to do is, in my opinion, it is vital, and I mean vital, to have this match overbooked. overbook the fuck out of it. I want to see Vinnie Mac get a spot. I want to see Stephanie McMahon getting a spot. I want to see Shane McMahon doing something ridiculous. I want to see Taker spot. Maybe even have Kane come out. Do something. Do something to make this feel special. Last year of Sting versus Triple H, it got mixed reviews. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I loved it because it's two workers going out there, Triple H and Sting. They're not going to have the best match. They're not. You're going to get 2-star max, 3-star. I mean, Triple H can carry the man. And in the end of the day, what's the point of getting a 2-star match when you could do a 3 or 4 with run-ins? You know, the DX and the NWO, that was amazing. That was a moment. That was a WrestleMania moment. And they could do some great stuff. We know maybe Shane hitting the coast to coast on Vince McMahon again, a prelude to what he did at WrestleMania 17. You know, Stephanie McMahon could take a bump that pisses off Triple H. Triple H, an already pissed off guy, comes out, stares down with Taker. They have a brawl. You could do so much. And if that's the main event, overbook it. But who's going to win this one? I honestly, if Shane wins, and unless he wins by some dusty finish, you can look back at Undertaker's record, okay, 21-2. That's still a fucking ridiculous record. But that means he would have lost to Brock Lesnar and Shane McMahon. Like, out of all the people that The Undertaker has beaten in WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Randy Orton, all the greats, Jake Roberts, all the greats, and Shane McMahon is the person to beat him. Am I being ludicrous? Am I really being that ludicrous? Shane McMahon will be in that list, a guy who hasn't wrestled in 7 years. Am I being ludicrous here, or am I? I don't get it, and it just doesn't sound good. And you know, WWE always protects Taker. They've always protected Taker from day fucking one. But he deserves it. I'm going to be honest here. The guy damn deserves it. He does. And I'm going to be honest, the guy fucking busts his ass. He's done it. This is his 26th year now. They're still relying on him to make a damn decent match at WrestleMania. They need to stop relying on him. But the reason why they rely on him is because they can't make any stars anymore. And it's really frustrating. It's really irritating. And it just drives me up the wall. We've got 1 like, so thank you for everyone who's watching this live here on the LK VIP, and I hope you're already a VIP member, and if you're not a VIP member, please make sure you sign up for more shows like this, where I'm just off the script, off the cut, like this. And because what I do is I like Daily Dirt. Like, for instance, Daily Dirt, yesterday I went 30 minutes. I waffled on about TV ratings, talk about Sting not retiring. I just waffled on for days and days, and I really enjoyed that show, and I enjoyed Daily Dirt, and I'm doing Daily Dirt tonight as well as NXT review. This has basically just been a plug for LK VIP and me just talking WrestleMania, and I've enjoyed this a lot. I really have. And put in the comments your opinion of WrestleMania. We've already talked about Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar, how lackluster build it's been, and hopefully on SmackDown. I don't read any spoilers because the night is dark and full of spoilers. So I'll be looking forward to seeing how, if they had any indication, if it was physical, if it was verbal. I want to see Heyman's involvement. I think Heyman needs to do I think Heyman needs to pull a rabbit out of the hat and cut one of his magnificent godlike promos on Monday, as it is the go-home show for fucking WrestleMania. I think Triple H, Roman Reigns, they have to do the double switch. I think Triple H must turn babyface, then Triple H can do the revenge thing. Roman Reigns needs to turn heel. Stephanie then, as the heel authority figure, needs to drive the home the point that Triple H is babyface, then kind of do tension with Stephanie and Triple H, and you could have Triple H on the babyface rampage after Roman Reigns. You could say, Roman Reigns, not only did you cost me the Worldwide Championship, not only did you embarrass me at WrestleMania, but you know, you made my wife, you made my personal life a misery. Now I'm going to make yours a misery. And then Roman Reigns can come out like, I don't give a shit if your life's a fucking misery. I care about my life, my family. That's the only thing I care about. Screw these people. These people just boo me, and they boo me when I give my life, my blood, my sweat, my tears for them. And that's just such an easy story to go down. That's a relatable story. And I think that could be a great storyline. I think Extreme Rules with that, as I've talked about this whole entire show, Extreme Rules is so vital because they no longer have to get subscribers. They have to regain, retain, and keep the damn subscribers. And it's so vital and it's so damn important. So it kind of summarized it there. Thank you so much for joining me here on this special free edition of WrestleMania 32 Talk. If you want more WrestleMania 32 Talk every single day, minus Saturday and minus Monday, head over to LK VIP, smash that subscribe button for 99 pence, 99 cents. Everywhere in the world, it's 0.99. First 14 days are completely damn free. So if you're not enjoying the content, unsubscribe on the 13th day. But I thank you all so much for watching this show. Head over to ProWrestling.me, head over to KocoSports.net, that's KOCO Sports.net. It's where the world goes to chaos, home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate shirt. I'm rocking the new "I'm Sorry, I Love You" Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair shirt that I got from WrestleCrate. I don't know why I plugged them, but they're not paying me or anything. If I enjoy something, I put it over. I always say this on my show: if you have a good product, I'm going to put it over no matter what. So thank you so much for watching. Please become a VIP member, ProWrestling.me. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay safe, stay well. This has been your boy LK, and I'll be damn sure catching your asses down the line.